We will start here. Hi everyone on this. Welcome to this webinar. We are starting this series of webinars just to support small businesses to address the crisis and the unprecedented situation that the whole world is living that. But we will try to get the most of it. It's clear, as I mentioned before, that we need to maybe to have some extra skills to go to the digital world to get the most of it and the use of it. And you will learn a lot during this webinar about how to master these platforms and how to extract the added value from them by investing a little bit. Maybe we were investing before in some traditional marketing methods, but now it's really the right time. And unfortunately, we've been pushed to do that, but technology changes and communication and business lasts as well. So let's start with this. So my name is Tarek Belgith. I'm digital consultant principal and the managing director of RZ Consulting. I will be having with me Gaurav. Gaurav is our champion in digital and social media marketing, and he will also explain to all of you how to go in practical ways, how to go through, how to configure your ad campaign on Facebook. We're using Facebook here because it's the strongest and most powerful. Today we're having like 5 or 4 billion Facebook users, and a lot of businesses, large businesses and small businesses, that you will see it in the examples I'm providing here. They're using the Facebook to advertise and to reach their audiences. So before starting, please make sure everybody is hearing us. Connect your audio. You locate the chat button that I am putting here. Locate that chat, this shape. And if you have any question, please just write them there, because after the webinar, after all explanations, we'll just answer the questions. If there are like repetitive questions, we will just merge them together and address these questions and answer them accordingly. Well, let's go through the agenda, the content of this webinar. So, Gaurav, do you hear me? I think you're hearing me.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, of course, you're connected. So I
Yes.
will present. I will answer this question. I mean, a lot of people are used to use the traditional and classical marketing ads like billboards on magazines, newspapers, radio, TV, etc. But the question is, why Facebook ads? Why we don't just continue with our traditional? I'm providing this as well in simple language, in simple words. Then I'll go through some case studies from actual business that are making a lot of money using Facebook ads and the other digital networks. Then Gaurav will go through the step-by-step, and he will share his screen with us how to create an individual Facebook ad to be part of the success as well for your businesses. And finally, we will go through the questions you've been asking during the whole webinar length. To answer them and meet your inquiries or questions. So starting with the introduction, why Facebook ads? Actually, there are like these 8 key reasons why we will go for Facebook ads rather than any other things. So number 1, Facebook ads is an intelligent engine. It's the big data, and big data is something that you heard a lot. Maybe you didn't know what the actual means of big data. Actually, Facebook gets you the right people. So it relies on something named targeting. You will target people. If you're selling baby toys, for example, you will target the parents of babies. So and you will target also grandparents, for example, that are interested in seeing baby toys. You will not target someone who has grown up kids or children and he's not interested. I mean, this will be a waste of impressions in the wrong screen. So something else, Facebook Ad Manager and the engine gives you the massive advertising. So you literally reach millions of people, because now we are not talking only to people, we are talking to mobile devices. And now everybody has his mobile device, your smartphone. You might forget your wallet at home, but and you will not go back to pick it up from home. But if you forget your mobile device or your smartphone, you will come back even if you're tens of kilometers away. I mean, this became, I mean, literally, this mobile phones became our second brain, and for some of our children, it became the only brain. So yeah, so let's move on with the in the presentation. So anytime, anywhere. I will not go through this. I will not explain more. We'll reach people anytime, anywhere. Number 4, you have no restriction on geography. Number, you can advertise something in Europe, in France, or in UK while you are based here. And as we see, Gaurav, for example, is not based here, but we are working on a day-to-day basis. He's based in the other part of the world, but we are working together, addressing a lot of inquiries from customers from all over the world, and I'd like, it's my pleasure to help my community and people like you in my community to address these problems. So the most important thing about Facebook ads and ad campaigns is that it gives you reports and metrics. So this will provide you, I will give the example in the next slide, but after a campaign, you will be able to see who actually have seen your ad, what's what kind of profiles, the age, the gender, the location, the interests, and you can even define people who is seeing actually your ads. So something else, paperless, environment friendly, so you will avoid printing all these things that go to mailboxes, on the windshields, on mailing. So today we're in a world where we need to take care of our environment. So by going digital, you save the planet and you make a good deed, actually. 7, intelligent and user friendly. So you don't have to be I don't know, you don't have to know much to start your simple Facebook ad, unless you want it to go complex. So professionals like me, like Gaurav, will be happy to help and to provide services. And number 8, of course, we're talking about 21st century. We're not talking, I mean, the old school things, I think we left them behind, and now we are moving. Actually, this COVID-19 crisis is forcing us to move to the future things. So this is my table, where it gives like a clear benchmark between the difference between digital marketing and traditional marketing. So with traditional marketing, basically you will not have control of age groups that see your ad. You will not have control of the genders, of the number of unique times. I can see your ad, for example. Myself, I'm not interested in that, but I can see it 100 times. But I will not be number 1. I will be one unique number of times. I mean, these 100 times will be counted on one. And number 2, I'm not interested. So you will not have control of that. The day and time of the day. I mean, you can choose the period, the day, the exact day of the week, and the time of the day when your actual ad will be displayed. For example, if you put it between 9 and 12, people will be busy working. So it's better to choose more appropriate time of the day. The interest of people. So you will target, if you're selling things, you will see them in the example, and I included in the next slide. You need to know who you are targeting and people that can be interested in your product or service. And finally, the performance reports and metrics are automatically provided on a dashboard with digital marketing, with Facebook ad campaign, while when you go printed or TV or billboard traditional marketing, nothing will be provided in return of this ad campaign. So this is a small, I mean, in simple words, a small example. We have Spring is here. We have a sportswear advertiser located in Kanata Central, who just received an arrival of some female cycling gear and accessories. So, and he would like to sell them as soon as possible. So what kind of profiles he will target? So he needs to set up an ad campaign on Facebook Ad Manager, targeting people between 18 and 35 years old, female, just female. He will not target the male prospects. Located within 20 miles of my store, interested in bicycles, and they should be mobile users. The ad manager, I mean Facebook ad manager, will come up with profiles similar to this profile. 30 years old female, based on located in Stittsville, because it's like a circle with a radius of 20 miles. Interested in bicycles, and should be like mobile user. So iPhone user here is classified as a mobile user. So now we'll talk about actual case studies and actual businesses that are using Facebook ads to reach their target. Remax is a brand of real estate services that most of you guys know. So Remax started with an audience of more than 200,000 likes on Facebook, and they have also more than 100,000 followers on Instagram. And I'm talking here about Instagram because Instagram is part of the Facebook ad network. So you can use Instagram if people are linking. If you have to link your Instagram account with your Facebook account to be able to advertise on Instagram. And here are some examples of ads, actual Facebook ads launched by Remax. And this, for example, is the one carousel with different photos and graphics on this ad. This ad is started running. This is the ID of the ad because all the ads are have their unique ID. They started running literally three days ago on March 31st, and the channel that Remax have chosen is Facebook, Instagram. So that these ads will appear also on Instagram, the audience network, and Messenger. And Gaurav will tell you more later about audience network. And for Messenger, how are you advertising on Messenger? When you are browsing your contacts on Messenger, sometimes there is some ads that pop up between two contacts, and between these two contacts you might see an ad. So your actual ad will appear there while people were looking for their ads. We are seeing here also different kind of ads. Here is unique ad, etc. So let's talk about McDonald's. So McDonald's starts this with they are having more than 1 million likes on their Facebook and more than 116 followers on Instagram. So McDonald's they are publishing different kinds of ads or of Facebook ads. This is in French and in English, so they are addressing two different Francophone and English-speaking audiences. They are also supporting farmers still on Facebook and Instagram. And here there are also some reaction that has been taken in response to this crisis, where they are showing their shipping fees for orders online or that for delivery. Well, Walmart, they are also having a good, very comfortable actually audience on Facebook, and on Instagram they are also having more than 126 followers. So some examples of Walmart ads. This is Huggies, for example. This is one of the examples that have been running also since March 31st. These are recent things. For the hiring campaigns, there is a button here which you see, apply now. This is call to action. So when someone or the prospect interested in being hired by Walmart, by the way, Walmart here is defining the target segment. So they already defined, I'm targeting people between age X and age Y. They need to be located in this geography. And when I click here, I will be taking through all the process of hiring. Upload your resume, your cover letter, etc. And then this is how you engage with your prospect, with this prospect. There's also other kinds of ads here with the video. So this is Walmart that is having a video ad here to advertise some kind of movies. I would like to highlight here that Harvey's, that has a very good audience on Facebook and on Instagram, but based on our research, I didn't find that Harvey's is using Facebook ads, and that's sad. I mean, I love Harvey's. They have great products, and but unfortunately they didn't choose to go and use Facebook ads, and they might be seeing their sales declining while they are still using the traditional ways of doing ads. So if someone here is from Harvey's, I invite them to go Facebook, and we're here to help. Well, most of you guys will see that these businesses are too big, but we want to see more about small businesses like us, like you. That's something that talk to you. So I've extracted some examples here. Live by Pilates is a small business specialized in physical fitness and gym. It's a small center. Although they're only having a small, I mean, an audience as small as 333 on Facebook and 147 followers on Instagram. But I mean, with in response to COVID-19 crisis, they've taken action, and really, I'd like to salute these people and to give them kudos, because they're offering their customers like up to 30% discount and on online live virtual trainings. So this is good action that has been taken by a small business that you probably know here downtown in Kanata. Freshie, who doesn't know Freshie? I love Freshie, and I love their burritos and their food. They decided to completely 180 degrees shift their business from making sandwiches and meals to delivering groceries and essentials. They are forced, of course, after the crisis, to close down the restaurants, and this is not easy for a restaurant company like Freshie. So they even decided to start going on Facebook ads with as little as 125 likes on Facebook page and 28 followers, and I'm sure this will grow very soon, because they just started their ad campaign like three days ago. So another small business that you might know, which is Hurley's Grills Kanata. So they are informing their audience about the actions that they taken. Because look, you guys are small businesses. What you need to do is to take the right action and the strategic action that goes. I mean, that is in line with the situation, the market situation. So they are informing their audience about like the new delivery modes, the increased safety, the contactless delivery by Uber Eats, and of course they're providing their mobile phone to order by phone, etc. So do you think this is interesting for you? I mean, does it make sense for you? So I think you're more interested to listen to the technical stuff. So we need you need some good skills. I mean, basic skills or advanced skills. We'll see this with Gaurav, and Gaurav Agarwal is our champion that will take us through a live demo to be able to generate these Facebook bucks, I will call them. And Gaurav, you hear me? I will.
Yeah, Tarek, I can hear you. Thank you for a very excellent presentation.
Thank
I
you.
think case studies were really nice. They are the eye opener with the examples which you have given. And everyone can replicate those kind of strategies for their small businesses also, and they can get a lot of ideas from those ads if they want to create their own. So it's all about the imagery, all about the messaging which you put across. And basically, Facebook Ad Manager gives you the tool to increase the eyeballs and reach in front of the right audience. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, Tarek, I'm going to take over.
Okay, please.
And just tell me if you can see it.
Okay, I'll stop my.
Okay,
Okay, now I think
can can
you're
everybody see my screen? Just say yes on the chat box if you can see my screen, so
okay.
that I can be
I'll take care
sure that you can see.
of the chat. Okay,
Okay,
yes,
okay,
everybody's
okay,
seeing
okay. Everyone is saying yes. I'm quite happy. So this is my own dashboard in which I have ran campaigns for many companies, multiple companies, and some of my own campaigns also. So I will directly, whenever you create a dashboard, it gives you this kind of a screen, and you have to hit the create button. So the first thing Well, I'll start over with a new campaign so that I can show you step by step what exactly has to be done. If any point of time I'm not visible to you, just let me know. Okay, so there, when you start a campaign, so first I'll tell you a campaign is divided into three subgroups. One is the campaign, then there is an ad set in which you can create multiple ads, and then you have to create an ad. So campaign decides the objective, what exactly you have to choose on. Like say you just want more eyeballs, you want people to see your product or ad, you will choose brand awareness. If you want your ad to reach maximum people, like you have a very time bound offer like for a week, and you want to make it reach maximum as many people as possible, then you will select reach. Then if you want traffic for your website, you can select traffic. Then there is engagement. If someone is having their own apps and they want people to install their app, they have their app install. If you are running a video campaign, you can target it for video views. Then lead generation. This is a very powerful objective if you want to get leads for your business. Then there are Facebook messages. Like most of the people, like a lot of people are very active on Facebook, and they want directly to plunge on the messaging system. So you can use the Facebook messages. Then this is website conversions. If you want people to take any action on the website, you can go for conversions. Then if you are having an e-com website, you can make a product feed, upload it to Facebook. This is a quite technical thing, but you can go for your sales. And same goes for the store traffic. So for the sake of this particular demo, we will take brand awareness. We'll click on brand awareness. By default, it will take campaign name as brand awareness. We'll keep it like that. We'll hit continue. And now we are here on the audience panel. Now here you have to give ad set a name. Now I'm running this campaign for RZ and in say Canada test. Okay. And now I will choose area, say Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. If you want any other area to be chosen, you can let me know. I can just include it. This is just a demo so that I can give you an idea. So what I'm doing is right now I'm targeting everybody who is in the periphery of 50 miles near Ottawa. So you can see potential reach. I'll just zoom it. You can see potential reach is this many people. So it is close to, I think, 1.2 million.
Yeah.
And like say if a company is there who are giving any sports activity to the people who are visiting in this particular area. I'm just taking an example. So you can also target it by this particular segment, that people traveling to this location. So when you will say click on this particular option, it will reduce the reach to 18,000 people. But see how targeted this particular traffic would be. So Facebook has the information that how many people are planning to travel to Ottawa in that particular time, and you can target those specific people. Now this is one scenario. If you want to target those kind of people, you can target them. I will switch it off for now. I will take people living in this location. But Facebook has a lot of data which you can explore on, and then you can target your audience to get maximum output from your ads. Then there is a interest section. Like say again, for a sports company, what would be the target? I can take some keywords as adventure. Okay, I've added say adventure. Then I can add paragliding maybe. Okay, so when you are adding these kind of uh, interests in the audience section, you can see the potential reach is getting reduced. And when the reach is quite specific, then you can target those specific people who are actually interested in paragliding, adventure, or these kind of topics. You can also save this audience. So in a dash manager, it's a complicated system. You can save multiple audiences for multiple campaigns, and you can optimize them and go ahead. I mean, which is out of scope of this thing. I'll just show you. So this account which is being set up is in INR. So I'll take somewhere around $100 of Canada, which is close to 5,000. So if you are spending like say $100, it gives you a estimated daily result. So if your ad can reach around maximum of 81,000 people in a day in $100 if you want to spend on the platform. So this is how it has been done. Then uh, you can take the start date, end date, or you can choose that particular campaign has to run ongoing. So that is your call. You can play it around. Then we have configured these things. We'll move on to the ad section. Now on the ad, there are a lot of companies which we work for, but for the sake of this demo, we'll take one of my companies, and you have to connect your Instagram account. See, many businesses are more active on Instagram rather than Facebook, so they just want to target audiences on Instagram. So you have to particularly select that. You have to link first Facebook and Instagram, and then you have to select both the pages which are automatically linked, which you can then do inside the page manager also, or in the business settings of Facebook also. So then you have to select the ad. So there are two types of formats. One is the carousel, in which you create either a story or you create ad in which you want to give more information. Like your information cannot be squeezed down to one image. You have to show it in cards. So you can take say 4 or 5 images and you can show it in the form of carousel. And this ad format is very powerful. Once people engage with carousel, you get a lot of conversions. And then other format is single image or video. So here you can either go with a video if you have an engaging video, or you can just use a single image. So what I'll do is I'll take a single image for the sake of this ad. Okay. And then I will, let me take any image which I have used. Okay. I'm taking this. Okay. So here I'm just taking the primary text just to show you that what kind of text you guys can use. And let me go to the placement. Wait, hold on. Placement. I just want to show you the whole process. So I'll go to the placement part. Okay, it is taking automatic placements. Okay, here in the placement section, you can also select the placements. Like if you want your ad to run just on Facebook, you can just click on Facebook. Or you just want to show the ads to the Instagram viewers, you can just select the Instagram. So point is they have given you flexibility to run it on whichever placement you want and whichever platform you want. So right now I'm taking all of them, but you can select as per your priority, as per your preference. I'll come down to the media part, the ad part. Okay, add a website URL. I can add.
So basically, Gaurav, I mean, the Facebook ad manager will give you all the tools to know about the location and the type of ad that you would like to push, right?
Yes, I'm just showing how exactly an ad is being created
Hmm.
so that you just get a smell of what exactly has to be done. Okay, now there are different types of call to action. This is very important. Basically, every business has their own call to action. So Facebook has given you predefined call to action, which is like contact us. If you want to give them a PDF or something, then there is download. If you want to, get leads and you want people to get quotations of those, you can also use get quote. Learn more, listen now, request time, see menu is for the restaurants. So you have all these kind of call to actions which you can actually use. And these call to actions also differ when you choose the objective. Like if you are going for a lead generation campaign, then the call to actions will change. So basically we are done with this. Now, this is a very important thing, which is Facebook pixel. Facebook pixel is utilized when you have a website. Now, if you want people to take some action on your website, you have to install Facebook pixels on the website so that Facebook can track your user behavior on the website. And once it tracks down the user behavior, you can optimize your campaigns for a particular user behavior. Like, for example, somebody came to your website and you want to target people who reached till the contact page but never filled the form. So you can do it once you've installed the pixel, because Facebook knows that who went till your contact form. So you can create a separate audience for that, and you can create another ad, and you can retarget those particular people who actually browsed through pages and went till the contact form but never gave you the lead. So there are a lot of flexibilities which you can take care of, and there are a lot of options. Now we'll go to confirm, and then further the ad is being created. Okay, it came inside the draft. Right now we are not running as such any of it, so it will remain in the draft part. But this was actually the basic demo how you create a basic ad. Now there are different permutations and combinations as per your objective, and Facebook gives you the flexibility to do it as per your requirement. So I think I'm done with the demo. You can share the screen, Tarek.
Oh,
And if people have any genuine questions, technical questions, or anything related to business, I will be happy to answer out here.
okay. So let me share my screen back. So thank you, Gaurav, for all this demo and live demo. And I'd like to see. I'm not seeing questions on the chat area. So let me reopen the video again. So I'm not seeing any questions. So I'd like to also to link some of the maybe some of the concepts that most of our attendants here know. Maybe you will see on your browser the use of cookies and non-cookies. Actually, these cookies are used to track the behavior on the website as much as other things as well. So I'd like also to highlight something, which is the options, the small options offered by Facebook ads go beyond the advertising, like the targeting, as explained by Gaurav in the first example he ran. The more you add interest of target people, the actual target audience will narrow down, because you don't need to have impressions on screens of people that are not interested in your products, right? So yeah, Gaurav, if you
Tarek, I think you can unmute everybody, and if they want to speak, we can have a live conversation
okay,
also. I mean,
okay,
it's better rather than typing.
they can use the raise hand tool. So if you want to talk, just ask questions, or because if we unmute everyone, we can, yeah, questions. Hold on, I will see if there are some questions here. Well, we're not very familiar with this tool, so let's go through them. So I can unmute everyone. So if you guys would have any question, now you're unmuted. Please, for people that don't have any question, you can mute yourself and let other people ask questions.
Yeah, it could be an open session where people can talk. If you have any questions, you can speak or chat.
Okay, any question here? All of you are unmuted.
Eric, very kind of you. You can mention it to your clients, and if you have any question other than technical also related to the business, then also we can answer it, because advertising has gone 95% digital. So all the traditional methods are dying. So for any kind of digital advertising or any business solution, we are there. So if you have any question, please feel free to ask right now. We have enough time. What is the time?
So
I
any
think we have more than 20 minutes.
don't be shy. We will still have time. Okay, so the raise hand tool. So I will mute everything because there are some noise going on. So I will remute everyone, and you'll be able to unmute yourself if you have question. So basically, we are having a lot of business owners and small entrepreneurs and small business owners here. We don't know who does what. I mean, you may come from the restaurants, from the service, from retail. So just show yourself. I mean, ask a question, put your industry, and we might come up with some good practices that might help you when it comes to advertising your business, your products, your services online on Facebook, ad manager or ad network. Please.
People can ask questions related to their own industry, and we will be happy to answer.
Yeah.
You can be from any industry. Advertisement is marketing is for everyone. So you must be having your own industry related problems, and you want to have advertisement solutions for that. So if you have anything in mind, you can ask. We are still live for 15 minutes. If
Yeah.
not, then Tariq can conclude and you can come up later anytime. We'll
Yeah,
answer the
I'm
questions.
sharing here on the screen also the where they can reach us if they need any help. You
Mm-hmm.
can like and follow us on social media as well, RZ Consulting. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so if anyone would like to take the floor, please raise hand or unmute yourself. I think it's possible. Let me reopen the chat. So participants.
Tariq, do you hear me? This is Ruba speaking.
Hi Ruba, how are you?
Good. So here from the Kanata Carleton Small Business Network, and thank you very much for this presentation.
You're welcome.
My question is, sometimes I have some announcement about our fairs or about our events, and I usually try to boost it. So is it the same process then as advertising?
It is same.
Of course, it's
See, basically, when exactly you are boosting it from your mobile, you don't have the control over the audience. But if you are using it through the ad manager, then you can define your audience. That's the main difference. So boosting is something which Facebook has provided to each and every user so that they can earn money. And as the campaign progresses, as people take interest in your campaign, then only they build the audience according to that. So you are losing money on that. But if you are doing it from the ad manager, you can predefine, like say your particular event is targeted to some kind of CEOs or high profile people. So that kind of segmenting, you can do it on ad manager. While boosting, there are very limited options.
Everyone puts his company, his industry, his title, and this is where Facebook network gets the data and profiles people that will be used, of course, for marketing and commercial use.
Okay, there is one question.
I think we have a question here from Kathy.
I have a hard
my
time targeting because my business is helping those who have a lot of clutter and need help with time management. It could be anyone. So hard to define the audience. Can we talk to Kathy if she can come on, because this is not very clear. Like what kind of business she is in.
Let me unmute Kathy. Hold on.
Yeah, please.
Would like to hear from you. So where's the participants? Kathy. This is Kathy. So Kathy, you have the mic.
Hi there.
Hi Kathy, how are you?
Good thing. So I own a home organizing company. So I help people who have a lot of clutter and they need to simplify their life and they need to get organized and they need help with time management sometimes. So I just wanted to know, it's very difficult. It's not like I'm a store that sells shoes and I'm targeting running shoes and I'm targeting people who like to run. I can't very well target people who have clutter. So is there any suggestions on how I could target the audience?
Okay, Kathy, first you have to personalize, like you have to define your persona, the target persona, like what is your ideal customer? Can you give me some ideas about who would be your ideal customer?
Well, I do target the women because it's women and it's usually between the ages of 30 and 60. So I can target those areas. But then that's about all I can target.
Okay. So you have first two segments. First segment is you target females. Then you have the age segmentation that you target 35 to 60. Okay. So one set of ad which you will make, one ad in which you will target a broad spectrum of women which are between 35 to 60. And you can make another ad which will target the people who have engaged with the first ad. So that is what we call retargeting, or that's how we pull the actual interested people. So one ad is on a broad spectrum in which you target all of them, and then you have like say 10% of the people who are actually interested in your service. Then we need to get hold of them. So if you have a website, then we can do it through cookie like Facebook pixels we can install, and then we can retarget them. Or if you just want to do it on Facebook, then through ad manager you can retarget the people who have engaged with your first ad, who have taken any kind of action, like they have shared, they have liked, or they have clicked on your ad, they have viewed your video till say more than 50%. So these are the criterias. That ways you will get to know actually your particular campaign is working, and plus the people who are engaging with your ad are actually converting to customers or not.
Thank you. Are you able to show me how I could retarget? I'm thinking other people could probably benefit from that as well. When you were going through the how to do an ad, is where exactly do I look to show that it's been retargeted, that I need to retarget a certain area that already hopped on my website or that was engaged to my ad? How do I retarget them?
Do you use the ad manager?
Yes.
Okay. If you use the ad manager, then we will send you the tutorials. Tariq, you can note down this thing. We can send you the screenshot and tutorial because it's a technical stuff. It will again take 10 minutes if we are gonna do it right away. So that once you are running an ad and how you can retarget people who have engaged with your ad, I'll send you a screenshot.
That would be I would really appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, that will help you. That will help you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy, for the question. It makes a lot of sense. And just before moving to the next question, I think Facebook is also announcing the appointment booking tool. I don't know if you saw it, Gaurav, but it's offering the Facebook appointment. Appointment booking. That
basically you can switch on the appointment section on your Facebook page. And if someone wants to contact you, they can select the time and then they can book the appointment, and you will get the notification on the Facebook Messenger and on your email and on Facebook everywhere, and you can book the appointment for them. So this is the facility which Facebook is giving. Yes.
Great. Thank you, Gaurav, for this answer. Just I'm seeing something posted by Eric. I don't know if he's still with us or not. Eric?
No, Eric has gone, I suppose.
I think he left already.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
How to manage the budget of an ad? I'm a bit confused about that. Okay, Ruba. Budget is altogether dependent on your objective. Like, can you unmute Ruba? We can have a chat with.
Yeah. I'll unmute Ruba. So
yes. So in my boosting of some of our ads, for example, let's say I wanted to only pay a max of $50. Sometimes it turned out to more than that. Like I would put $50 as my target, but I end up with a different amount. So I didn't know how it really worked.
Okay, what Facebook has done, I'll tell you, it takes plus 20 or plus 30. Okay, so whenever you are setting up a daily amount,
Mhm.
so daily amount can go a little above.
Oh,
So you have to keep in mind that, okay, 20% Facebook can, cover up because they are actually optimizing the campaign. So at that particular moment, they will give you maximum reach. So while giving you the reach, they consume the amount. But if you are running a campaign for a specific time, like say you are running it for 7 days and
mhm.
you fix the amount of that particular budget, then there would be a variation on a daily spend, but in the end, the campaign will spend something near to that. But whenever you run a campaign, take a cap of say 10 to 20%. If your budget is $100, cap it at $80. If your budget is say $500, cap it to $400. So this kind of precaution you have to take while running an ad.
Thank you very much for answering that question for me.
Thank you, Ruba. Thank you, Gaurav. So I don't know if there are other questions. So Mota, Justin, anyone has any question? If you can write it down in chat or just take the mic.
You can just throw it right away on our faces. We are sitting idle and we, in the era of COVID-19, we are here to help businesses.
Yep. Yeah. So, anyways, I mean, just if you don't have the question now, or even this is a message for all those who are watching the recording of this webinar on our YouTube channel, RZ Consulting, and of course you can also reach us directly by email, info@rzco.net. We're here, we're not far. Digital and internet makes everything next to you, on the next door. So yeah, thank you so much, and thank you, Gaurav. Yeah, I'm seeing a new question.
I'm saying that we can put it on a YouTube channel, your YouTube channel, and then from there we can provide the link. Anybody, if anyone has any query, they can put it in the comment section or send us an email,
Yeah.
and we can try to help them. And if you want to go beyond yourself, you can try. You want to try some technical abilities of Facebook and Instagram with a good budget, then we are always there to help you out with all the campaigns. So our company is expert. We are running it for multiple companies all across the world. Big campaigns, small campaigns, every type of campaign for every type of budget. So anybody who wants to come in and test the potential, or need a business advice on how to go upfront on digital, we are there. We are happy to help.
Okay, great. I think we will bring this this webinar to a close, or
Yeah.
might allow maybe 10 more minutes for people to ask. I think most of people there.
I think nobody is nobody has further questions,
Wonderful.
and we can conclude now. And if they have the questions, then they can obviously contact us on
Yeah,
the emails and the
the
contact.
email. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Lori.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone, and thanks again. Thanks, many thanks to Kanata Carleton Small Business Network and the Kanata Central Business Association for organizing this webinar. Where in RZ Consulting, we're happy also to be part of such great community and would like to help. So don't forget, follow our YouTube channel, because these webinars will be also I mean, this webinar and coming also future webinars will be available on RZ Consulting, with all of the links of the materials, and also the contacts if you would like to reach us out. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Stay home, stay safe, and enjoy.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye, Tarek.
Bye everyone.